EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
2026 Carolina Panthers.
Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from Charlotte. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the number one goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. And a nice run there. Forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's it. Put immediate pressure on this, better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Flush to his right. We'll try and get there on the ground.
That's another Panthers first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. picks up the first down.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up
A 2-yard
3rd down.
pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So, Dave Canales will bring in the field goal unit. This a 42-yard attempt. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Drive will start on the ground. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment. It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
3rd down, they need 5. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. On play action, it's Vick. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Deshaun Hand. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Off the play fake. Here's Vick. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 81 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
Panthers 3.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. We have a tight end motioning left here. The RPO. One is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
41-yard line.
turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Roderick Teamer on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Marshall. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of marker.
2nd and a yard at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They'll push forward here, down to about the 27. He's brought down by Austin Booker.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
Intended for number 87.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one too far, over the end line. Overthrow, it is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
The
Point
kicker
after
on
try,
for the
forthcoming.
extra point.
His kick is good. And the Panthers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Panthers 10, Falcons 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 7. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. To throw, here's Vic. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it. Yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers offense.
At the
Running
6
back.
yard.
They lead a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 11 yards up. It's on a first. He'll drop to throw. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Toward the middle of the field, that time, but complete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's first. Vic gonna look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
33-yard line, 10-6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Vic. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 3rd down, it's Vic. A pass taken in by Freeman. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcon.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Vic's pass complete to number 83. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. We'll try to get this one on the ground.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
That's taken in, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A run with Freeman. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done, and really nice job here by the defensive front.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Falcons.
Here's Vic. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
To the air, it's Vic. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Now, Vick. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here we go. Throwing now, Vick. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This one from 41 yards out. Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Might have even lost a yard there.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He completes it to Marshall. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Panther.
17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Panther first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Up the middle they go. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
They'll look to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's a Carolina first down. They'll throw out of the gun. This one into the hands of Marshall. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Left side, it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Quick throw here is complete. The Panthers will take their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 7-yard line.
All right, son, it's all right. One more time. Let's go.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. That one taken in. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Falcons 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. To throw, here's Vic. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. London brought in motion. Now the tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Vick. He'll look underneath here for Freeman. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up, and until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the 2nd half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They bring their tight end right. Off the play fake. Here's Vick. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer.
24-yard line.
But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
For a Panthers first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Slot man in motion right. He'll drop to throw. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50.
Take over 1st and
The
10
Falcons offense
at
and the
their own
wideout
17-yard
getting
line.
set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
He's got his target. That's Pitts. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Here's Vic. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. On is Coop for the point after. It's up and good. And the Falcons will go up by 7.
24, Panthers 17.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. He's brought down by Austin Booker.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Give on the ground, and this will be a Panthers 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
34-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Kick off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught left side by Olsen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Open receiver is Marshall. He's got him. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's a run going left. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
28, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Over the middle, there's my partner, the tight end, Olsen. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Now give up the middle. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll try to, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers to tie this game at 24.
24-24.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Start on the ground. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Falcons first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcons.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Throwing is Vick. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, Vick. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
The Falcons send field goal unit. And this will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will move out in front, 27-24. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The motion man is Johnson. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 4. They'll look to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 46, here's second down and a yard. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Here's a second and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Panther first down.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Gain of 7 brings up second and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. Handoff here, up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and
1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And less than a yard.
Big time stop there, Mike, on third down. Now it sets up a fourth down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive, or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the second half, tie the game up. Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the second half. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
At the 33-yard line.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2 yards.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
On 3rd down, it's Vick. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
So that's a big 1st down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Freeman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Vick. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
6 yards to go.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route with great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. Throwing now, Vick. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
15-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Putting the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Marshall. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. Marshall is on the move. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Marshall. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Routs another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to Cody White. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side by Olsen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Gain of 24 yards.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Guys, you got this. Just win.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Crockett. Woo! And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10.
How about the vision here? He starts up the middle and picks up decent yardage, but it was really his ability to see the space outside that led to the bigger gain and picking up the first down.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. With the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers will go up by 7.
Next, the score, Panthers 34, Falcons 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's first down. To throw is Vick. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Here's Vick. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Vick. To the outside. A catch made by Moore. Now Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Vic gonna look to throw. He's gonna take a shot here for Mooney. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most to gain of 43 yards.
It all starts with the protection. There's just no pressure at all. Nothing in his face, nothing at the feet of the quarterback. When you allow him to comfortably stand there and go through his progressions, you just got no shot.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Now 4 seconds left, and we get a timeout call.
45-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Vic. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Vic. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Panthers have it. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime, but it's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic if you will, they get the victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.